E.N.D here. We are in day 2 of the spoilers of Core Set 2020, and today I'm going to show you some interesting and very good cards. Yesterday was day 1 of the spoilers. We had a massive day of spoilers, we had a massive days of bombs, we had Ajani, we had Leyline of Sun City, we had also a reprint of Leyline of the Void, a very strong card. Today we have more cards spoiled, and it really doesn't seem this is a core set. Usually core sets don't hold that much of value. Usually you have an EV of around $80, but this set, it seems that already will have an EV, an expected value of around $100 to $120. Let's see what more cards have been spoiled today. I have already showed you these 3 booster packs. This is the art of the packaging of the booster packs. We have Sorin, we have Yingling, and we have Ajani. The three Planeswalkers in this set, including Chandra. There also will be Chandra, but we have to still wait for Sorin and Yingling Planeswalker cards to be spoiled. Today, as at the recording of this video, these 2 particular Planeswalkers have not been spoiled yet. Pacifism, for 1 and 1 white, you enchant a creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Growth Cycle, for 1 and 1 green, these are the common spoil cards. For 1 and 1 green, it's an instance. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. It gains an additional +2/+2 until end of turn for each card named Growth Cycle in your graveyard. Convolute, for 2 and 1 blue, counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. We have a foreign language card, Looming Shaman. For 2 and 1 green, it's a 3/2 shaman creature. When it comes into play, target player shuffles any number of target cards from his or her graveyard into his or her library. Barkhite Troll, 2 green, it's a 2/2 troll creature. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. 1. Remove a +1/+1 counter from Barkhite Troll. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Ember Howler, for 2 red, it is a 2/2 goblin creature. For 1, you sacrifice Ember Howler. It deals 2 damage to any target. Overgrowth Elemental, 2 and 1 green, it's a 3/2 elementary creature. We have seen that the set is quite heavy in elementals. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counters on another elemental creature you control. Whenever another creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. If the creature was an elemental, put a +1/+1 counter on Overgrowth Elemental. Loyal Pegasus, for 1 white, it's a 2/1 flying Pegasus creature. It can't attack or block alone. Rule of Roll, this is another reprint, 2 and 1 white. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. This is another card in another foreign language, this time is in Italian. Bacchetta Punitiva, for 3 colorless, it's an artifact. It means punishment wand. For 3 and you tap, it deals 1 damage to any target. When it goes into your graveyard from battlefield, it deals 5 damage to also any target. It is a quite interesting card, especially in limited format. Flood of Tears, now we begin the rares. Flood of Tears, for 4 and 2 white, 2 green, 2 blue. It's a sorcery. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control this way, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. It is a very strong card. You will remove everything from the battlefield, including enchantments and planeswalkers, and then you put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Golos Tireless Pilgrim, for 5, it's a 3/5 artifact creature, it's a legendary. When it enters the battlefield, you must search your library for a land card, put that land into the battlefield tab, then shuffle your library. And this is a land card. not a basic land card. That means that you can search any land you want. You can search a shock land, you can search a fetch land, you can search also a tron land. For 2 and the 5 mana, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost. With this, you can play the 3 Eldrazi Titans. You can imagine how much damage you can do. We have another foreign card. This is a 1/4 creature, Bishop of the Exalted. It's a 1/4 human cleric for 2 white. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. Whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Starfield Mystic for 1 and 1 white. It's a 2/2 human cleric. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Very interesting. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Starfield Mystic. Hanged Executioner for 2 and 1 white. It's a 1/1 spirit. It has flying. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. For 3 and 1 white, you exile it. Exile target creature. Field of the Dead. It's a land. It enters the battlefield tapped. You tap it for 1 colorless. Whenever Field of the Dead or another land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Leyline of Anticipation. We have already seen the Leyline of the Void, the black Leyline, Leyline of Sun City, the white Leyline. We have already the red Leyline. Now we have the blue Leyline of Anticipation. 2 and 2 blue. It's an enchantment. If it's in your opening hand, you can begin your game with it on the battlefield. You may cast spells as though they have flesh. The only mythic spoiled today, till now, KAALIA Zenith Seeker. 1 red, 1 white, 1 black. This is a commander card. It's a 3/3 human cleric. It has flying, it has vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an angel card, a demon card, or a dragon card, or a dragon card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. It is a very interesting commander card. I believe it's a commander card. I don't think it will see a lot of standard play. But the most important, and this is why I zoomed, it says you may reveal an angel card, a demon card, or a dragon card. Therefore, you can reveal 3 cards, angel, demon, dragon, and put them into your hand. These are the spoilers for today, day 2 for Core Set 2020. If there's more spoilers until the end of today, I will make another video. In the meantime, here there is the subscription button. Subscribe for my channel for more interesting videos about Core Set 2020, spoilers, and the collectible web.